Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to your daily operations weather brief for Thursday, February 13th. Seeing some rainfall just starting to fall out there in the last several minutes. We were pretty socked in this morning with ceilings down to around 200 to 300 feet with visibility is pretty restricted as well. We are going to continue to see rainfall throughout the day today. It does look like we'll start off with some light rainfall this morning and then picking up a bit as we go into the midday period. Just a very slight chance of a thunderstorm possible, but that's only about 5% at this time as there's really no instability, especially since we've had everything socked in this morning. Then we'll see things dry out after about 8 p.m. tonight. Let's take a look at our radar to start off with. We just had this band of rain finally move over the Wallops area, and that's starting to bring us some rainfall. And then we'll, from here on out, looks like continue to see a light to moderate rainfall throughout the rest of the morning. Perhaps a brief heavy pocket as we get towards the early afternoon hours, and then rain showers persisting throughout the mid and late afternoon. And then it does look like it's pretty good consensus at about 8 p.m. is when we'll see this front push off, shutting off our rain chances, and then we're going to start to see some drier air slowly filter into the area as we go into tonight. Taking a look at our surface analysis, there you see that front pretty much bringing some precipitation across much of the eastern third of the United States this morning. This front will continue to slowly move eastward throughout the day, giving rain across the Delmarva as we go throughout the entire day today, and then we are going to be seeing this high pressure then slowly build in as we go into tonight. That'll help to usher in some drier air, and then seeing a much colder air mass come into the area as we go into Friday night and Saturday. As of 8 a.m., seeing overcast at 400 feet, 5 statute mile visibility. That light rain was just starting. Winds were from the southwest at azimuth 230 at 12 knots and getting a little bit gusty ahead of the rain shower that was approaching the area. Temperature of 50 degrees, so very mild out there due to that moist and warmer southwesterly flow ahead of that front. For today, we are going to be seeing, like I said, those rain showers continuing. Expect a pretty mild high of 63 today. It's going to just depend on how much warm advection we get until the actual front passes us. I'm not going to be looking at any chances of sunshine today due to this persistent showers. Winds are going to increase a bit from the southwest at 9 to 14 knots and gusty by late this morning, becoming 10 to 15 knots and gusty in the early afternoon period before shifting more westerly 8 to 13 knots by the mid to late afternoon, and with that front then moving south of the area. When that front passes, winds will shift northwesterly and then becoming a little bit gusty after 8 p.m., around 12 to 17 knots, and maybe a brief gust up to 25 knots at times. And then we'll see those winds die off towards the pre-morning hours of Friday, becoming 8 to 13 knots and slightly gusty by the mid-morning hours of Friday. Expecting a low Friday morning of 35 degrees with decreasing cloud cover. Taking a look at our terminal forecast, going to continue to see those ceilings around 400 to 500 feet over the next couple of hours, and we'll see that rainfall continuing as well. Then those low clouds should scour out a bit as we get into the early afternoon hours with rain showers continuing, possibly even a brief period of heavy rain that's very brief as we go towards the mid-afternoon. Rain will continue through about 8 p.m., keeping ceilings around 2,500 feet or so, maybe a little bit below that, and by the mid-afternoon period with rain then ending by 8 p.m., and then we'll slowly see clouds clear out as we get in towards the midnight hour. After midnight, seeing a few of 300 feet scattered at 20,000, broken at 25,000. We'll continue to see that upper-level cirrus through the pre-dawn hours of Friday, and then by sunrise Friday, just seeing a few clouds in 25,000 feet and a scattered cirrus deck at 25. Few clouds at 2,500 feet scattered at 25,000 feet. Still seeing tides normal this morning along the Delmarva Atlantic coast. For tomorrow, it is going to be partly cloudy and chilly, slightly breezy at times. Winds have been trending downward with our forecasts as we've approached Friday. So now really only seeing a outside chance of a wind gust or two up to 25 knots. So not really going to be too breezy out there for our launch opportunity tomorrow. And then partly cloudy to perhaps mostly sunny. Just a couple of cumulus clouds possible out there at times, mainly in the early afternoon period around noon, with a high of 41 degrees expected as we have that colder air mass moving in. As we go into Friday night, we'll see mostly clear skies, those winds lighten up, and then we have that very cold high pressure starting to settle in. That's going to really plummet the temperatures across the Delmarva. Expect a very frigid low of 18 degrees here at Wallops, possibly even into the low teens in spots across the interior portions of the Delmarva. Then Saturday is looking mostly sunny with light winds, but very cold out there. High only looking to get up to 37 degrees. That'll do it for your daily operations weather brief. We'll be back for your full weather briefing and extended outlook at 10 a.m. Have a great day.